a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Get it! Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another carry for Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and 10, it's Pierce. We'll get this up to about the 44. The Texans 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Burns. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 3rd down, Burns. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A give running right, Etienne. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To throw on second down. Burns. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the game for Adams. He's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Looking to throw. Burns. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Cowboy 80.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Kerr. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Smith and Jigba in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Jack.
Pierce now up the middle, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Alert! Alert!
Pierce gets this one running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Okay,
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
70 Timberwolf. Ready?
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Burns. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. Travis Etienne. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point up and good by Shudak, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On first down, Kern. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
Come on. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have broken the tie. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Shudak for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
19 Lions. 19, 18. Cougar 19. Rig alert.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
65 cat. 65 cat. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Go. Type 19 Dragon 60.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Stroud. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Here we go.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hey, man.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Ready?
Play action. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And running with power here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. We want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost the football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Davante Adams, 61 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And they will take a 7-point lead. Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Tempo.
On second down now, Kerr. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba.
79 Broncos.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burns got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Burns. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
10 more there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's a give to Bigsby. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Etienne is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
46-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing to start the drive. Burns finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jaguars.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Burns. He'll air this one out from Mims. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Burns. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. ETN up the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Seven Pirates. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Jaguars 20-yard line.
Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, certainly those are the types of lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Burns. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This one caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw on second down. Burns. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun. Burns. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Throwing on first down. Burns escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting rocked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Burns steps away to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That's a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Burns. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Straight ahead, Etienne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll come up first and 10 here.
19 Lions. Go street. Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Here's Stroud. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Meanwhile, Stroud's this throw finds Smith and Jigba. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board.